welcome back to Middle-earth Quest. It's Argalad the Vacationer, and it's his final turn, turn 9. He's up here with the dwarves in Erebor. And of course, the first thing on a hero step is the rest step. But he's fully rested after being beaten down by the troll, so he does not need to rest, so he's not going to do that. Next is ambush. Of course, he's not in a space with a monster token or minion, so that won't happen. And next is the travel step. Well, first thing he's going to do, he is going to encounter or have an encounter with Dane II, and he will take the 2 favor tokens, bringing his favor token total from 1 up to 3. And keep in mind that Eleanor also has 3, so I think we know where this is headed. And now it is his move step. So he has 5 cards. I'll just do this kind of quickly here. These are the 5 cards he has. And in the essence of him not being too concerned about things at the moment, he is not going to move anywhere because he's still on vacation. He had a nice meal with Dane, and all is well, and so he's just going to sit there, and which means he's going to go directly into the encounter phase. So you don't have to move on your turn as well, I should mention that. So he's not going to bother. He's going to stay there. He's going to have an encounter. So we're going to pick 3 cards off the Haven deck. 1, 2, 3. And we'll see if he has an encounter up there in Erebor. He is not in Rivendell, so that's not going to happen. He's not in Fornost, but he is in the Any Location card. So he's going to have an encounter. The Steadfast Defender. Well, that's Argalad all the way, isn't it? Since the news had arrived, it seemed that every able hand had abandoned idleness. Those familiar with arms taught those who were not, and a constant sense of vigilance prevailed. Remove 1 influence from the shadow pool or spend 2 favor to gain a level of fortitude, strength, agility, or wisdom. Well, Argalad is just going to remove 1 influence from the shadow pool. It goes from 9 down to 8, which doesn't have a great effect at the moment, and that is the encounter step for Argalad. Very, very short, and so I'm going to segue immediately into Sauron's 10th turn after this. So let's just get right to it, and I think we know where this is headed. Okay, I think it's pretty obvious why we're going right into the Sauron turn, and it's because we have knowledge that Sauron didn't have, and that is the hero's ultimate quest. So anyway, let's just go into the Sauron turn. It's the hero rally step. Of course, we're not going to be removing influence tokens because both Eleanor and Argalad are in havens right now. There's no influence tokens can ever be placed in havens, which immediately takes us to the story step. And here we go. Right at the top for the story step, the hero's token hits the finale space. So we're basically at the end game. Each of Sauron's tokens will move 2 because that means he has a plot for each of the different tokens, and he almost got the black token to this space where it has all 3. If Sauron gets all 3 tokens here at the same time, he's considered to have got to the finale as well, corrupted the world. However, what's happened now is the heroes got to the finale space first. And so the rules state what you do is you say, okay, did they complete their ultimate objective? And of course, we know what it is. It is Isildur's secret. It says the heroes win if they collectively have at least 5 favor. Well, we know Eleanor has 3 favor, and we know Argalad has 3 favor. That is 6, and that means the hero, Eleanor, wins the game, and Argalad tags along behind and shares in the victory, I guess, even though he didn't do much. A little bit anticlimactic, I guess, but that is Middle-earth Quest. I think it's a very good game. It's quite long, very involved, a bit of rules to remember, but lots of very cool thematic things. happen along the way. And of course, I probably played Sauron a little bit dumbly, but I was trying to, again, try and get the rules right and just show off the game itself and how it plays. And it is a pretty decent game. There's quite a few encounters, of course, we never even saw through all the different cards. There are 5 heroes in the game that you can play from. And the combat system I find is one of the best. It's a very cool way to do combat with using the cards. All right, what else can I say? Thanks for watching along. This has been a very long playthrough. Thanks so much if you've stuck with it. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you can, I suppose, find this game. I think it is out of print and not going to be reprinted as far as I know. So I hope I haven't led you astray thinking, ooh, you really want to get this game now, and then you can't. But I think there still are copies available. So if you wish to, you could. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me in about a week or so, or maybe less, and I'm going to be doing an ancient game, a vintage game, 1977. It will go very quickly. Hope to have a little bit of fun with it. And I will be starting that, like I said, probably in a few days, a week, somewhere in there. So if you want to join me for that, should be good for a laugh. And a little bit of a breather from this big, heavy, long, complex, involved game. I'll do a relatively simple vintage game from 1977. All right, thanks again so much for watching and subscribing and liking my videos. It does inspire me to do more. And like I said, join me soon for the 1977 vintage playthrough of... I won't tell you. You'll have to come back and find out. All right, thanks so much for watching.